Reads. My name is Ashley with Ashley's Reads on Twitter and of Fiction and Fantasy on Instagram and TikTok. And today I am here to bring you my Sims Readathon February TBR. Okay, so right now, this is like a day in my life slash a get ready with me video a little bit. So it is 11:29 and hi Jack. It is 11:29 and I have a work meeting that I need to log into at about 11:50, and I am currently getting ready, so I'm like kind of dressed and my makeup is kind of done. So I'm trying to get all of this stuff done before Michael gets home from class. So I am planning on doing a little bit of a choppy video today because I'm going to go over one book on my TBR and then I'm going to do something to get ready for the meeting and come back. So here we go. If you did not know, you can check out my last video. I and 3 other people it is Kayla and Mariana and Natasha. We are running the Sims Readathon for the entire month of February. And if you would like to join us, you can go to the video, I hope this is the right way, backwards, one video before this to get information on the prompts. Make sure to sign up on the Google form if you have not, and pick your team so that you can have a team prompt and so that I can average the points accurately. So yes, I'm gonna go over my TBR for that. I think I have earned 10 books for February. Yeah, that's correct. So I give myself 5 books plus however many books I started in the month previous, or like the current month when I'm filming this. So I'm currently at 5 books for January. I will at most get to 6 books, but absolutely not past that. So we're gonna go with 10 books only. The first prompt is university, and this is to read a book in a school setting. I apologize if I mispronounce this. The book is Night of the Raven, Dawn of the Dove by Rati Mehrotra. And I know almost nothing about this book except that it came out in October of 2022 by Wednesday Books. Thank you for a review copy. It says that the main character is stuck in a monastic school in the middle of a forest. And so that's all that I know about this book. But I'm hyped. It's tagged as young adult historical fiction fantasy. So I'm excited, and now I'm going to go apply bronzer. All right, back again. Okay, the second prompt is nightlife, which is to read a book in a large city setting. So for this one, I don't know the exact population of the city, but I thought this was rather fun. I picked Jade City by Fonda Leigh. I'm really excited to read this. It is the book club pick for the Atlantis Book Club quite a few months ago, but I'm finally getting to it. She's quite chunky, so I'm very excited. Now, I've been told by a lot of people that I will love this book because I have loved some other books similar to it, which I can't remember what those books are at this time. So I've been told this book is right up my alley of things that I will like, and I'm super excited because I think it's a trilogy or a series. I know there's Jade War and Jade Legacy at least. But I'm really excited, even though I know nothing about this book, to get to it. And it will probably be the first book that I read. Now to attempt to apply my new setting spray. Okay, it was actually energizing mist and not setting spray. I am unsure if there's a difference. I am uncultured. So the next prompt is open for business, which is the main character has a job that you want or a job that you have. So I told everyone that you can stretch the prompts as much as you want. So I also did that. And I'm going to read Essential X-Men Volume 6. I've had this book for so many years, and I basically binged the first 5 volumes, and I really, really enjoyed it. And then I just started BookTube and started reading a bunch of fantasy series, and I never got back to this. So I'd really like to this year continue more of my series, but also things that I just want to read for me and not necessarily because they're trendy. I don't like purposefully read trendy books, but I do get caught up in reading series that my book clubs or my friends are reading. So this one is for me, and it is because I would like to be a superhero, and I do consider my most valuable trait to be motivating others, which according to Sokka from Avatar: The Last Airbender is a superpower. So yes, that is the book that I want to read for that prompt, and it's a very, very thick compared to what I imagined. So I don't know if I'll even finish that this month, but it will be nice to start it. And then It is now 11:51 and my meeting is in 9 minutes. So I'm going to go apply mascara and lip gloss and go to my meeting. I have to run one and that'll be about an hour. And then I need to attend another meeting afterwards. That's also another hour. So I will tell you the remaining 6 prompts after my meetings. Okay, I'm back. I made it through running a meeting and attending a meeting, and it's been 2 hours, so my eye is twitching a little, so I'm sorry in advance, but I'm cute now. This transition may have been a little shaky because I had to move my tripod to have the meeting, but let's get back into it. I think I was talking about the X-Men one. So the next prompt, I think that's prompt 4, is your pet picks a book. So I think that I filmed Caroline picking a book, so maybe a transition here? Caroline, come help me pick my books. Okay, which book should I read? Get a cookie.
Hello.
Caroline, go get a cookie. Are you hungry? Go pick cookie. Which one do you want? See? Oh. Okay. Oh. You want me to read both of those? Okay, so Caroline picked The Red Pyramid by Riordan, and this is in my current series books that I want to read. It's one of my oldest series. I read book 1 and I apparently gave it 5 stars, and I was in like high school when I read it, so it was over 10 years ago. And I think I didn't know what DNF was back in like the 2010s, but I DNF'd book 2, as in like I put it down and then our parents got divorced and we moved and lost the book. So I don't know if I willingly was like, oh, I don't like this series, as much as I just never got to finish the book. So I don't really remember anything that happened or any of the characters, and I want to read book 1. So I'm going to try reading the graphic novel of book 1, and if I like it, I will continue the series. If not, I can clear it off of my like 68 series that I'm currently reading. The next prompt is season, so a book featuring your favorite season. For this one, I will be reading So Many Beginnings by Bethany C. Morrow. This is a Little Woman retelling. It's part of a series called, so this says a Little Women remix. And so this is part of a series where I believe they're like unrelated standalones, where they're just remixes of retellings. And I think this is the second one, but I have read 2 books by Bethany C. Morrow. So when I saw this, I requested this one, and if I like it, then I may go back and read the first one. I think they're on like book 4 of these already. So that's all that I know about this one. Oh, and I picked it because like you can see the flowers and stuff in the background. It made me think of spring. So yay. Let's see. It's also very short. I got this from Bookish First and I never read it. So I would like to catch up because I read all my Idleways books. I have 1 Bookish First book left, and then I can solely focus on NetGalley. My next prompt is Bon Voyage. It involves a journey or trip or vacation. And so for this one, oh no, I just purchased this book. Okay, for this one, I will be reading Shopaholic Takes Manhattan by Sophie Kinsella. This book is the sequel to, what's it called? Confessions of a Shopaholic. It's a popular, or it was a popular movie in like the 2000s-ish. I think it's Isla Fisher who was in it, but I confuse her with Amy Adams. So it's basically, I think it's just like about a girl in the city who spends too much money. So this one, she's like a recovering shopaholic, but she gets stuck on a trip in New York, and so like she's put to the test. This is another one of the like very few books that I read the first one like 10 years ago. So for this one, I don't remember the first one. I plan to just watch the movie as I've already read the first book, so then I can read the sequel. I think that would be a fun movie night. Okay, my next prompt is free time, a book featuring hobbies. So for this one, I will be reading A Forgery of Roses by, is it Jessica? Yes. I will be reading A Forgery of Roses by Jessica S. Olson. This book I had a review copy from NetGalley and Inkyard Press, so thank you to Inkyard Press. Is that part of HarperCollins? It is. So I won't be posting the review of that until their strike is over, but I will read the book. So HarperCollins has a union that is currently striking. I believe they've been striking for over 50 days to get fair wages along with other necessities, and HarperCollins has thus far said that they are lying and said that they've already tried to negotiate with them, but the strikers said that they have not. It is a huge ordeal, and you should definitely look into this. I would definitely go to the HarperCollins union platform websites to learn more that I would not be able to tell you as well, but I will be withholding my reviews of HarperCollins books until the strike is over. So I will talk about books from HarperCollins today, but I will not be posting my reviews of them. So yes, so A Forgery of Roses is a HarperCollins book. I had a review copy already, and I picked this one because she paints, and that is a hobby that I have, and a hobby in general. So yes. Apartment life, to read a book with a novella or that is less than 300 pages. I will be reading The Tailor by Leigh Bardugo. This is like a novella that is after Shadow and Bone, and I've heard that it's pretty much useless and is kind of boring. It's like a single scene with Jenya, I think, and the Darkling. So I will read this, and it's probably incredibly short. My brother said it was horrible, but I am a completionist, so I'd like to read that before Shadow and Bone. Let's see. The next prompt is Team Goth, featuring a book featuring aliens or a non-human species or missing character. Okay, I have this listed as The Witch Collector by Carissa Weeks, but I believe I switched this to Muse of Nightmares by Laini Tailor. And this book is about an entire city that went missing, and the two main characters in book 2, spoilers for like 10 seconds, just skip ahead 10 seconds. The main character is half god slash god, and the other main character is a ghost. Okay. So yes, so I will be reading this one. It is the sequel to Strange the Dreamer, and I have needed to read this for a while. My own book club read Strange the Dreamer, and we did not choose to continue the series, but this is an optional read, and I personally still want to continue it. So I'd really like to get to this because it's on my priority TBR. I think it's also in my 12 and 12 actually. I may not get to it this month because this is a few chunky books. I think that's it. Those are 9 books. I think I told you I earned 10 books. That sounds, yes, 10 books. So if I get a 10th book, I will choose to read A Courage Undimmed by Stephanie Graves. I really want that to be my last January book, but today is the cutoff for me starting new books. So unless I cheat a little after I finish a manga that I am starting today, Spy X Family Volume 1. If I can get through that quickly, I will read A Courage Undimmed this month. But otherwise, I'm going to put it as my wild card for next month because it's for a catch up in the Aurelian Magical Readathon hosted by G at Book Roast, and I'm really excited. This is one of my favorite book series. It's just like a cozy historical mystery series, and it's book 3 of Olive Bright Pigeoneer. This is a lot of sequels this month, and so I'm really excited. Okay, I'm incredibly tired now that I have filmed this and gotten ready and done the 2 meetings. So I'm gonna chill for a little bit. I am gonna do some yoga, and I might surprise Michael and make some red velvet chocolate chip cookies. So maybe you will see those on one of my Instagrams and my Twitter. And I really hope that you guys have a great month of February, whether you are participating in Sims Readathon or any of the other readathons, or you're just mood reading. I wish you a very fast reading month, as we are only having 28 days this month, and that's pretty stressful to think about, so I just won't. But I hope you guys have a great time, and in the comments let me know what book you're planning to start as your first book in February.